Once upon a time, in the heart of Fairyland, there was a peaceful kingdom called Everwood, where all creatures, fairies, elves, and talking animals, lived in harmony. The kingdom was nestled between towering trees and crystal-clear rivers, surrounded by a magical forest, known as the Wooden Forest. The forest was rumored to hold ancient secrets, and deep within it, a legend was whispered for generations. A secret dragon, the Protector of Fairyland, lived in the shadows. In the heart of Everwood, there lived a brave and kind-hearted princess named Ivy. She was known throughout the kingdom for her compassion toward all creatures and her unwavering courage. Princess Ivy had long, flowing auburn hair, and her eyes sparkled like emeralds. Though the palace life was luxurious, Ivy often ventured into the wooden forest, where she felt a mysterious pull, as if the trees were calling her. One fateful day, as Ivy wandered through the forest, she stumbled upon an ancient stone circle hidden by thick vines and moss. At the center of the circle was a statue of a dragon, its wings outstretched, and its eyes carved to look as if they were watching her. Ivy knelt before the statue, and, as she touched the stone, a soft voice echoed through the woods. "Princess Ivy," the voice said, "you have found the first clue to the dragon's secret. The forest has been waiting for you." Startled but curious, Ivy stood up and glanced around. "Who spoke?" she asked, her voice soft but determined. "I am the dragon's spirit, keeper of the ancient secrets," the voice answered. "The dragon has guarded this kingdom for centuries, but the secret of its power is in danger. You must uncover the truth, or Fairyland will be lost." Princess Ivy's heart raced with excitement. She had heard tales of a dragon that once protected the land, but it had not been seen for many years. It was said that the dragon's magic could protect the kingdom from any harm, but now its power seemed to be fading, and no one knew why. "You must travel deeper into the wooden forest," the voice continued, "and find the hidden dragon's cave. There, the truth of the dragon's power will be revealed to you. But beware, dark forces have entered the forest, seeking to control the dragon's magic for themselves." With courage in her heart, Ivy set off toward the depths of the wooden forest. As she ventured further, the forest grew denser, the trees taller and older. The air was filled with the scent of pine and earth, and strange glowing fireflies danced around her. She walked for hours, following an ancient path marked by glowing symbols that seemed to appear at her feet with every step. Soon, Ivy came across a hidden waterfall cascading over moss-covered rocks. Behind the waterfall was a narrow passage that led into a deep cave. Her heart pounded as she stepped inside, the air growing cooler and the sound of dripping water echoing through the cavern. At the end of the cave, she discovered a massive stone door adorned with more glowing symbols. It was ancient and covered in ivy, but at its center was a crystal-shaped lock. As Ivy examined the lock, she realized it resembled the sapphire pendant that she wore around her neck, a gift from her mother. The pendant had always been a mystery to Ivy, but now she understood. With a deep breath, she placed the pendant into the crystal lock. The door slowly creaked open, revealing a vast, hidden chamber filled with glowing gems and ancient relics. At the center of the chamber lay a sleeping dragon. Its scales shimmered in shades of emerald and gold, and its breathing was slow but steady. The dragon's eyes were closed, but when Ivy stepped forward, its large golden eyes opened, and it regarded her with an ancient wisdom. "Princess Ivy," the dragon said in a deep, rumbling voice, "you have come to uncover the secret of my power. But before I tell you, you must understand what has caused the darkness to fall upon Fairyland." Ivy stood tall, her heart swelling with determination. "I will do anything to protect our kingdom. Tell me the truth, and I will help," the dragon nodded solemnly. "Long ago, I was the guardian of this land, and my magic kept the balance of nature. But darkness has crept into the forest. A shadowy force, known as the Shadow King, has sought to steal my magic for himself. He has already corrupted parts of the wooden forest, with his dark magic, turning it into twisted, lifeless branches. If his power is allowed to grow, the whole of Fairyland will fall into shadow. Ivy clenched her fists. How do I stop him? The dragon's eyes glowed brighter, and he spoke with a calm but powerful tone. To stop him, you must restore the balance of nature. You have the power to do so, Ivy, because you are the true heir of the forest. Your pendant, the heart of the forest, was created by the first dragon and passed down through generations of royalty. The heart holds the magic that can break the Shadow King's curse. Only someone with a pure heart and a connection to nature can wield its power. Princess Ivy felt the weight of the dragon's words, and her eyes glistened with newfound understanding. Then I will restore the forest and defeat the Shadow King. I won't let darkness take over our kingdom. The dragon nodded and rose to its feet. With a powerful flap of its wings, it soared toward the entrance of the cave. I will aid you, princess, but only you can bring back the light to the forest. Ivy followed the dragon back out into the forest. The journey ahead would be dangerous, but she was no longer afraid. She had a mission, and with the dragon's secret now revealed to her, she knew she had the strength to defeat the Shadow King and restore peace to Fairyland. With the power of the heart of the forest and the guidance of the dragon, Ivy ventured into the heart of the wooden forest, where she would face the Shadow King in a final epic battle to protect her kingdom. And as the moonlight shone down through the trees, Ivy knew that she was no longer just a princess. She was the protector of Fairyland.